Good afternoon. Myself, Dr. Sarada Prasad Mohapatra. I'm an assistant professor in Department of Botany, Narasingh Choudhury Autonomous College, Jajpur, Odisha. Today, I'm going to present one of a topic related to wastewater and how to decrease the pollutants present in the wastewater, because we know that most of the groundwater are polluted due to the wastewater discharged by the industries, maybe paper industry, pulp industry, or distilleries. And all industries are involved in this process of pollution, groundwater pollution, which is directly affecting our agricultural productions because of crop loss of crop, loss of fertility of soil, etc. So one of such industry, that is distillery industry. I have taken a distillery industry this time, and the wastewater which are discharged by the distillery industries to the sea, lake, or the soil affects the agricultural production and also decreases the fertility power of the soil or agricultural field. One of the most pollutant chemical present in the distillery and wastewater, that is spent was. I am concentrating with this concept. Let me share my presentation. Actually, the wastewaters are being discharged by the distillery industries. Mainly, these industries have been causing the pollutions to a lot of pollutions, decreasing the productivity. This is my topic, that is bioremediation of distillery spent waste containing melanoidin, which is a novel approach for wastewater treatment. Now, if I consider wastewater, classify the wastewater, it may be urban water or treated water or reclaimed or recycled water. The wastewater which are released from the distillery plants can be recycled or can be reused if treated properly. What are the sources? The sources are maybe stillage, fermenter, condenser, or cooling water, or fermented wastewaters. So what happens? The industry people usually suggest that they have been digested the wastewater containing the spent waste to some extent by some chemical methods, active sludge methods, but it is sure by the experiments, by the research, that no industry, either in India or in abroad, can digest completely the wastewater. There is some chemical left even after the digestion, that is called as spent waste. But the nominal name is called as spent waste. But actually, how this spent waste is generated? Actually, the sugarcane industry, the distillery industries having the sugar mill, having sugarcane is their reactant, sugarcane. It releases the sugar, and the waste product is bagasse or the molasses. Those molasses have been taken up by the distillery plants to produce the alcohol, and the ultimate waste product is spent waste. I have also experimented in Nepal. This is a picture of Nepal, which shows that a Gorkha brewery, which is present nearer to the Narayani River. I have taken 4 years before. The top slide is the 4 years before, but it is now 4 years after. This shows that the Narayani River bank becomes blackened due to the deposition of this spent waste by the wastewater released by the Gorkha brewery. So not only India, it is a global problem that the wastewater has been releasing to the sea, lakes, the ponds, so that it will be polluted. Now it shows, a graph shows that almost in every states of India, starting from Odisha, Jharkhand, Haryana, Punjab, in almost every states we have distillery industries. Having most of them are in Maharashtra. So I have experimented from this Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, and to some part of Odisha. These are the pictures I have taken from the nearby agricultural field, and the agricultural fields gradually becomes the ponds or the water which is flowing to the agricultural field becomes blackened due to the presence of melanoidin, which is a pollutant in the spent was released by the distillery plants. So these are the fields, the sugarcane fields. Actually, what happens in Maharashtra, those spent was or the wastewater are directly goes to the sugarcane fields. It can be reused for the benefit of the sugarcane plantation, but if it is treated properly, otherwise it will cause the damage to the agricultural field. Now, melanoidin. What melanoidin? These are dark brown complex biopolymers which exist not only in the various foods but also in various industrial wastes, actually the distillery and the sugar mill waste, which is the point of concern. Currently, the most visible environmental problem caused by the contamination of melanoidin compound is eutrophication in natural water bodies, reduction of sunlight penetration, decreased photosynthetic activity, dissolved oxygen concentration in lakes, etc. So there is just so many problems caused by this spent was. So this graph shows that what are the percentage of presence heavy metals, cyanides, phenols, aromatic compounds, polycyclic aromatic compounds. So what happens, I have skipped the methodology because it will take a long time. Methodology, I have taken some the polluted water spent was from various distillery plants. The concentrations have been studied through different techniques, and we have found that crude spent was consist of this concentration, phosphorus, sulfur, iron, that even after digested spent was, it becomes decreased to some extent, but not completely decreased. Now, coming to what is the solution? The problem is spent was. Now, what are the solutions? The spent was, it has seen that by application of chemical treatment, it is not fully treated. So, accepting of the solution is that bioremediation. Now, bioremediation means it's a biological process which utilizes the helpful microbes to use harmful contaminants as their source of food and energy. So, if we utilize the bacteria, fungus, algae, whatever available in the green earth to control this spent was, then that will be a possible solution for this decrease of this spent was. So if you see the statistics, the microbial remediation will be more effective, that is 35%, other than the chemical treatment and other treatment also. So my point of concern is that about the microbial remediation. So if we define what bioremediation is, a process that deals with microbial degradation of hazardous compounds from environment. Microorganisms play a vital role. We know that microorganisms play a vital role in the process of bioremediation or the biodegradation of their great metabolic activity, which includes the ability to metabolize these pollutants. So today, water resources have been most exploited. We know that this is due to some industrial pollutions. So we have to utilize this bioremediation. So methodology, I'm skipping this methodology. And this is the graph which shows that the concentration of glucose, sugar, temperature, and pH, what are the effects on this bioremediation process and how it can be decreased. Now, what is bioremediation? What I actually found, proposed in this experiment is that it has been researched. Research shows that some of their bacteria and there are some fungi and some algae decreases the polluted chemicals released from the distilled plant spent was. But what I have done in my experiment, in my research, is that I have combined fungi, bacteria, algae, whatever microorganisms are available, which are utilized to decrease the concentration. So I found, what is the result? I found that the mixed consortia of all these microorganisms, which are being utilized in this process, affects more. This is the comparison. This is the before treatment. The color becomes dark brown. After treatment is light brown. And these are the comparison how before treatment of the spent was and after treatment of the spent was by the consortium, microbial consortium, a composite of microorganisms, that is a bacteria, fungi, algae. And if I mix them and apply it on this, it shows a good result. So this is the concentration of the bars in the chat. It shows that all the colorization, decolorization occurs, and COD reduction is also there. Actually, the melanoidin is a dark brown in color. When it is digested completely, it becomes light. It becomes clear. So then only we can know that this is clearly digested or decreased, is concentration decreased. So what are the conclusion? The future prospect is that mixed consortium are found to be more efficient in decolorization of 60% spent was, along with melanoidin degradation in comparison to earlier reports. As we know that in highly concentrated spent was decolorized by above strains, and mixed consortia approach can be further exploited to develop a cost-effective, eco-friendly biotechnology package for the treatment of concentrated distillery spent was. So it is a signal, it is an input for the biotechnology industry to prepare such a consortium which can be utilized by the industries to degrade the spent was completely. So this is about my presentation on this slides. So whatever, in a conclusion, I can say that if we have a solution through biological means or biodegradation, that is called as bioremediation, then it is better to choose the bioremediation process. And that is why And whatever I see, whatever I observe from my experiments, not only in India, but also in Nepal, and also I am going to experiment with this with Thailand also. So I found that the mixed consortium, that is the combination of bacteria, fungi, algae, useful, which can digest the pollutants, it is more beneficial than the chemical treatment. So that's why we can have a clear groundwater, and the agricultural fleet cannot be lessened due to the soil fertility. It can be not decreased. And also the recycled water or recycled the treated spent was can be utilized by the sugarcane fields also. So it is a recycling process. So it is beneficial. So it is an input for the biotechnology industry to prepare or to reform or to for any methodology to produce this as a package that can be given to the farmers or the industrial persons, industry people, so that they will treat their wastewater with this mixed consortium to get a clear water, so that our groundwater will be safe for the use. Thank you.